My name is Anna, and our today's episode, I would like to begin with this thought. It's not a secret that our world is in the midst of rapid change, which encourages people to adapt to these transformations. New industries, professions, and technologies make them look for new opportunities in areas where they can find attractive and growth promoting jobs. Our guest today is Aline Bruzon. She's a career coach who can identify a person's genuine desires and abilities and help them find the right field where they can blossom. I hope that you will enjoy the ride. Hello, Aline. I'm very pleased to see you. And first, I would like you to introduce yourself and how you ended up being a career coach. What were the prerequisites to it?
Perfect. So my name is Aline Bruzon, and today I am a career coach and mentor as well. And I am a specialist in strategic development of career. So today I'm a full career coach, but I've started my career in a corporative universe. So I worked in Unilever for 10 years as a manager there in innovation, in product innovation. So I became a career coach by chance, to be honest with you, because I've been certified coach since 2000. So I've been a certified coach since 2013, right? There is not even the profession. It's not even this boom that it is today. And I pursued this training to help with my leadership skills in my executive role. I always saw to be a career coach as a plan B, okay? But I worked on it alongside my other commitments as an executive. So the truth is, because of my own position in a multinational corporation, the clients often approached me for help them with their professional lives. So I can say that this career niche chose me instead of I choose it. So I continue it. Yes. So I think they saw my position and they asked me for help with coaching tools with their professional life. So the career niche totally chose me. And then I continued in this path alongside my other activities until 2019, when I had a defining moment in my corporate career, and I chose to focus only on coaching and my own business. So I started to planning my own career transition over the next few years. So developing, validating my methods, and also implementing some programs inside the company that I was working on. So implementing coaching programs inside of the company. And I made this transition official only in 2021. And since then, my company has been growing. So today I have 15 people working with me, including partners, other mentors, and also my own employees. And today we offer 2 mentoring programs focused on career transitions, job placement in the market, and also professional fulfillment.
That's a wonderful career path. Bravo. How is it going with this profession in Brazil? Is it popular there with people?
To be honest, Anna, it seems much more popular today than it was 10 years ago when I started, okay? But just today, before our meeting, I conducted a search with the term career coach on LinkedIn. And I found it, when I limit this search to Brazil, I found only 5,000 career coaches in Brazil. So honestly, this number to me seems quite low when you consider that we have around 50 million professional profiles in Brazil using LinkedIn today.
50 million?
Exactly.
That's impressive.
So we have 5,000 career coaches that are positioned as career coach in LinkedIn, but 50 million professionals to attend. So it seems it is popular, but still there is a low number of career coach when compared to the large pool of professionals on LinkedIn.
So we will continue with you, and I think that we can also invite our dear guest today. You know him, I suppose.
Perfect. Yes, of course.
Yes, his name is Phelipe Bueno, and he's going to join us.
Hey, hello everyone.
Hello, Phelipe.
Hello,
Hello,
Phelipe.
hello. So you
I'm
may
great.
know, yes, you may know this guest from our previous episode. This is Phelipe Bueno. And first, I have a question to Aline, and then we will continue with you. Aline, could you please tell me what pushes people to come to you, to appeal to you, and ask you for your service?
Of course. So professionals can come to me for various reasons, okay? But the main ones are the following. So, or they feel stuck in their current job, but they are hesitant to make a movement without certainty about their decision. That's one of the topics. And the second one is that they no longer feel fulfillment in their current position and want to understand the best path forward. Okay. And the third one is that they are looking to make a career transition or change jobs quickly and efficiently, recognizing that professional support in this can be highly effective in this process. So this is the common career challenge that they came to me. And that's why I have those two programs that I mentioned to you as well.
Thank you for sharing. Phelipe, now question to you. What have you experienced before in your career timeline? What can push you to come to Aline?
Well, I once in a company that I was working for, I feel that they wasn't investing anymore in the product. Was a really interesting product for the market that we were into, something that would innovate the market, and we were working with this, developing a lot of things. But in everybody that were working with us start to feel that the investors didn't want the company anymore. And we start to feel a little bit stuck in our career, and we start to feel we stop to feel appreciated to work there, and we didn't see the future in the company, and everybody start to find other jobs, to do other interviews, and I was one of these people, because the feeling in general was that in one day or in another they would say that, okay, we don't want to work with you anymore, and everyone would lay off all of us, and everyone can go home and find other jobs. So we start to look into quicker than them.
What service do you provide people who come to you with?
Perfect. So I have two different services that can address these needs. So the first one, with exclusive and also validated methodology, is the Career Transition Program. So we call it MAC, Método de Alavancagem de Carreira. So this program is designed for individuals, for professionals looking to transition their careers or plan their next steps with confidence. So I count with 4 stages in this program, each one with specific tools to get this result. So the first one is the career focused and self-discovery. So we help the clients to understand their strengths and advantages in the job market. The second stage is alignment for the next steps. So we assist our clients in determining their long-term career strategy. And third part is the strategic positioning. So what Phelipe mentioned. So we help them to understand how to obtain those opportunities that they want, that are now aligned for them with internal or external opportunities. Okay. And the fourth stage is the ongoing action and improvement. So we define the key metrics for them, and we provide this continuous support and guidance to help them to achieve the results. So we stay together in this program for 1 year because we are seeking for a new career path. So I need to stay with them longer than only in the second program, that is the job placement. So the job placement is tailored for those who are seeking to secure a new job only. So they already know where they want to go, the position, and also the area. So this one, we stay together for 6 months, and it's based on 3 key areas. First one is authority. So we build the authority of the client, and we enhance his professional image and visibility in their desired position and field. The second key area is visibility. So we create a tailored resume, okay, that connects the authority that we built in the first place together with their desired position. So this new resume can effectively highlight the client's qualifications focused on the desired position. And the third key area is the employability. So the employability. We increase the client employability, teaching them how to use the modern job search tools and strategy to maximize their opportunities. And during these 3 stages of the job placement program, I also covered the interview preparation, the publications in LinkedIn, and also other key metrics and other relevant topics that can help them to successfully get this job placement in the market.
And may we interact today with Phelipe and his CV. Phelipe, have you chosen a position? Where do you want to work?
I shared the position with Aline. I choose 2 positions. One, actually 4 positions. 2 a little bit more seniors and 2 more juniors for the rookie Phelipe to work in DASA and as a pre-sale junior SDR. Those are the juniors positions, and the seniors positions.
But maybe we can focus it on the senior ones for your current resume.
Okay, I'll share my resume.
We can see that.
Okay. Well, this is my resume. I will present it quickly. My qualifications, where I give you a small summary of my career, what I've worked, what I have some specialty, or also what I have been studying. Then I show the positions that I've been working for in chronological way, from the newest to the oldest. In this resume, I choose to use the companies that have more. I worked for. I have more development. I worked with different projects because before that I worked in smaller companies as an intern, and I think that at this time it wasn't interesting to the hiring to the positions that I'm looking for, to use this position that I worked as an intern. That is, I think, was really something that happened a long time ago and wasn't interesting anymore. Also, the details of the educations and the languages that I can speak.
Aline, you now manage the process.
So can I ask for the remote control of your screen, Phelipe?
Yes.
Then I can go through the resume. Great.
Feel free.
Great. So Phelipe sent me this resume for 2 different jobs, but both of them focusing on a manager position in the business development area. So the first thing that I would recommend to Phelipe is here in the first line, so the objective. When we are sending our resume to a position, to a specific position, I always recommend the client to put the position here in the objective. Because now the recruiter is looking for a business development manager, but they can get confused when he or she reads work managing sales and operation areas. So he or she can get confused, like, okay, what Phelipe does really want? So I recommend when we send to a specific position to change this objective to the exactly name of the opportunity itself, okay? So secondly, we are talking about here the qualifications, right? So here in the qualifications, I always recommend to the clients to search in the opportunity, in the job position, for some keywords. Some keywords in terms of ability, experience that they are requesting, and also hard and soft skills, to be able to build the first paragraph of our resume based on what the client or the recruiter wants. So here, sometimes when we are sending this resume for lots of positions, there's not ability enough to change each qualification for each opportunity that we will send. So what I recommend is to search for as many as position as we can in that field and also job position. So look for as many as business development positions that you can check in the market, and search there in all these positions the main words that repeats in all the positions, in all the job functions, okay? Then you use these words, those are the keywords, the magnetic words for the business development area. And then you can use it here in your qualification summary. And why is that? Nowadays, even the smaller companies can use the ATS. The ATS is the applicant tracking system. So it is a software, a really common software here that can search for these keywords for the position in the applications resumes. So if you don't have these keywords, but you have the whole profile for the vacancy, but you don't have these keywords, you can be eliminated. Thank you. You can be eliminated only because of this. So a previous preparation is needed, at least searching for the keywords in that position that you are sending your resume for. So that would be my indication here for the qualification summary, okay? So you achieve exactly the match that the recruiter need for the opportunity itself, okay? Mm-hmm. And then the same thing of the keywords you can use in the next responsibilities, in the next positions that you put in your resume. So what you mentioned, that I had one previous position, really old one, that I thought when I no longer have to put in the resume, you are correct. So we need to choose the positions, the previous positions, that can tell that recruiter that we are prepared for the position that we are applying, okay? So you can use the same keywords here to highlight the main responsibilities that connects you to the application itself, okay? And then a hack that we say here in Brazil, PDF documents are no longer recommended. Okay, why is that? Because the ATS, the system, not read well PDFs.
I see.
So we recommend to send in a docx, right? In a Word document instead of PDF. And when I put figures, and when I put images in my resume, it's beautiful, but it's not functional, okay? Because it builds some columns there that when the ATS goes through our resume, it can also get confused. The software get confused and do not read those images. So we remove them, and as simple as possible, we send the document in a Word format.
So just the text, it's better.
Just the text, exactly. And one positive, really positive point, like I can add some positive points here from Phelipe, is that first, at least some. So the personal information here, they are quite direct to the point. So a good email, only his city and state here in Brazil. Maybe you can add also your possibility if you want, if you have mobility in the country, okay? So you can add here as well. And also put the WhatsApp information to have quickly interaction with the recruiter, and also the LinkedIn profile, because more than 90% of the recruiters, even if they receive your resume by email, they will check your professional profile on LinkedIn. So it doesn't matter if you have a good resume if you don't have this authority built also in LinkedIn. So it's good that you already put here your LinkedIn link to help the recruiter to find you there.
Is LinkedIn the most popular job board in Brazil?
Yes. Nowadays, yes, but we have some information. There is a Forbes matéria, I forgot.
Yes, article,
thank you. It is a Forbes article that says that 70% of the jobs opportunity in Brazil are not public. So only 30% are made public, so are open, not only in LinkedIn, but also in other websites. Okay, so 70% are not public. They are just reaching for those clients or for the possible professionals in their profiles in LinkedIn.
I see. Okay, thank you for providing with this essential information.
Yes.
I have one question about my CV.
Okay.
I mean, the order of things that I used, objective, summarize my career and professional experiences, is that okay? Or if I change something, would make any changes for the hunters? Or
No,
that's
this
not
is
so.
exactly the order that I recommend. Okay, so first your name and personal information, objective, also summary of the qualifications. But as another improvement here, I would recommend to reduce to 2 pages only. So we can focus on only our last 3 positions. That is the ones that really connects you to the area that you want to work on. But if you have some other than those 3 last ones that can also prepare you for the position, you can also add, of course, but the recruiter will focus on mainly in the first one. Okay, so we don't need to put all of our the career historic there, but you can put in the LinkedIn as an example. Always connecting your competencies, your soft skills with the position itself.
Okay, thank you.
The order is really okay.
Phelipe, are you satisfied with this analysis?
I'm happy to be the guinea pig here.
But there is much more that we can work on. Okay, we can connect all this authority with LinkedIn. We need to improve the visibility of this resume and also with your LinkedIn profile. Also work on the type of publications there, articles that can improve your authority as well. Because the main point of the work is first to have good feedbacks on the opportunities that you applied for, but also have the recruiting looking for you directly on your messaging for those 70% of the opportunities that are not public.
Understood. Oh, maybe we should talk later.
Maybe.
Or I
A quick
could,
consultancy
or I could stay here longer.
to hear everything, right?
Okay,
So,
I'll wait for the episode so I can keep updating my profile.
Yeah.
yeah, sure. So you will have some new fruitful tips at the end. Thank you for joining us today and for sharing your CV and your story. I guess that we may. Oh yeah, I can finish with that. Phelipe, thank you so much. So you will give us your feedback at the end when I post our interview. And for now,
Thank
I
you.
can set you free. Thank you again.
Thank you, everyone. I'm really happy to be here with you again. And please, I'm anxious to see the whole episode.
Great.
Bye bye.
Thank
Right, we'll let you know. Goodbye, goodbye. How many times in a lifetime can an individual come to you?
To be honest, Anna, they can reach me as many times as necessary. Because after all, each moment in your career brings unique challenges. So they can come to me for each of those challenges. But however, my primary goal as a career coach is to empower those professionals to take control of their own careers and become independent of any external support or also about any internal career plan as well. So my main goal is to make them to be independent and also to be able personally to achieve their goals with the tools that I provide. But they can reach me anytime and with any challenge that they have in their professional life that they think that an external support will help them to pass through.
Mm-hmm. And have you ever experienced working with the same person several times?
Yes, for several years, but for different objectives.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what kind of, if you may share?
Of course. So first, this person, mainly this one that I have on my mind, he came to me wanting some clarity of the next steps of his career. So we have worked on the first program, the career transition program, the MEC, to be able to give him this clarity on their strength, on his strengths, on his next path, what would be sustainable for him in the long-term perspective as well. And once he started in this new position, in this new career path, he started to facing other challenges. So it was a new experience for him as a consultant, as well as finance consultant. And then we have started in this next challenge, that is how to position himself, how to have authority on this new career path as accompany himself, right, as a consultant. And now, in his second year with me now, he started a coach career. So he is my colleague.
Nice.
And
Maybe you just inspired him.
Could be. I would be glad if I did. But now he's my colleague, and we are changing methods and how he can build his own method, how he can validate it. So we are changing experiences, but now in a coaching perspective, in a coach perspective. So this is one example of a person that is with me for the past 2 years, and we are still together, but working in different challenges in his career.
What industries do people usually switch to? What do they choose to have this transition?
IT, it's really popular in Brazil. So technology field is really popular, I think, globally. Also, the commercial field, it's being quite popular nowadays. But to be honest, there is lots of professionals that are looking for, as a plan B, to be an entrepreneur. So they want to take a look in what kind of businesses they can have to be able to have this autonomous career, so this entrepreneur career as a plan B, not only as an employee of some company. But when I look for the companies, there are some top 10 in the professional's mind. So there are the multinationals companies. In IT, we have Google, we have Amazon, we have other big e-commerce companies that are now on technology area as well. We also have the most famous ones. So Unilever, it's one, P&G, Reckitt, and others like this. They're the big ones. And also the big four consultants companies. They also want to look for it. But when we start, Anna, to build this career path aligned with their own strengths and desire, they can reach a new level of opportunities, because they come to me with this idea of the ideal company. But when we start to understand below the surface, we understand that there are also lots of other opportunities that can bring them this fulfillment, this career path that they want. So I think that's the beauty of our work together, because they came with this top 10 or with this focused mind on some careers. But when we start, they look below the surface, and then they can see that they have much more opportunities. And that's what brings them this power on their own career, So sometimes the entrepreneur becomes the plan A instead of the plan B. And this is something really amazing to see happening with those professionals.
You broaden people's horizon, just, like an everlasting guiding light to their dreams.
Exactly. That is my purpose. So it's something that I needed to do for myself, right? In 2019, as I mentioned, and I have this defining moment in my career. And now I saw the power that it gives to the professionals, because I think, to be honest, that sometimes the power is only on the hands of the companies or in the recruiters. And my main goal is to put this power in the hands of the professionals, because they have the power on their careers. So they need to be independent to choose their own path.
And you also have your own experience, so you can just give it as an example for them.
Exactly. That's because it's not just coaching, but also mentoring together. Yes. Because I also have these two jobs during my career. I did, I think, 4 career transitions, Anna. Then we can spoke later on this, but I made 4 career transitions.
In our next episode, just wait for the invitation.
We can talk mainly about this. Okay, perfect.
We have just taken a part about career transition, and the other one is relocation. Yes. So if a person wants to work in Brazil, but he lives in some other country, what does he need to keep in mind?
Okay. So first of all, is to understand about these hard skills. If the degree that they have in the current country, it's enough to apply for a position in Brazil. Because sometimes when I do the opposite, so people in Brazil that wants to work in Europe or United States, the first part is to check their degree. If their current education is enough to be able to apply to the job position that they want, right? So we have some careers that are a little bit more complicated as medical careers, but there is other careers that only their current degree and also experience is enough, okay? So the first part is to check on this, the bureaucratic area, if their degree and education is enough. And secondly, here the job market in Brazil is mainly about relationship. So if a person wants to work in Brazil, of course, he needs to build his authority here, his visibility here, to upgrade his employability as well, but mainly starts to build relationship in Brazilian market with Brazilian network. It's the main important thing here because we are really people focused on relationships. So that's my second recommendation. Yes. And finally, but not less important, is that you need to be prepared. So even if you want a position in your own country, or if you want to come to Brazil, you need to be prepared for the market. So build your own authority, understand how you can improve this authority in the country that you want to go or in the field that you want to go. So focus on visibility. LinkedIn is the only professional social media that we have nowadays. We know there are some of them like popping up, but never as big as LinkedIn. So it is a social and professional media. So focus on your visibility on it, but be careful, right? Be careful with what you can publish there to improve also your authority. So be prepared for this job transition in the market. And count on professional support if you want to, right? Because
sure.
I think it's a difficult transition, of course.
And is there anything specific about the Brazilian market? Maybe some pitfalls?
About the Brazilian market. Okay, I already did one of these hacks that 70% of our opportunities are not public. So that's why the relationship is the main focus here to work in Brazil. But about the market, we have like big companies that helps on the job placement here as well. So they held most of those opportunities in their hands. So you can start looking on those big companies as well, on these big placement companies, because they have lots of opportunities in their hands. So I think this is one of a good hack for who wants to come to Brazil to understand the size of the market, the size of the opportunity that we have here.
Yeah, that's essential. That's crucial to know. I didn't know about it, for example, when we started talking to you about it.
We have lots of those big companies that held most of the, like when they do a contract with a big company, they held the most of the changes in this area, in this field. So like if Unilever wants to do a really big transition in their organogram, they can hire this big company, and this big company holds all the position there to help Unilever to restructure their own organogram. So this is something common here, and we see this happening a lot, mainly with the layoffs that we have seen in the past year.
I see. Okay. Thank you for sharing that priceless information. And in general, thank you again for giving your consent to participate in this episode and for sharing this fruitful information. I think it will be super handy for those who decide to appeal to you for your service and in general to come to Brazil just to know how this country works and in general how to start his or her own career in your land. Thank you again very much.
I hope I can see lots of professionals have interest in coming to Brazil, because to be honest, it's a great country to build careers. So we have lots of opportunities. And here in the market, we really appreciate also foreign people to be here working with us, because this multicultural country, as we are here in Brazil, we really appreciate when we have foreign people wanting to come here to work in our market. So I'm also here, I put myself available to talk with any professionals. I'm sorry for my rusty English, but I hope it was possible to understand the main topics of our conversation.